Hello everyone, this is Juniorfan, and I want to say it's kind of refreshing to be making videos again, as it's been a long 6.5 months since I made my last video, which was a joke and a boredom video on the whole Nickelodeon Worldwide Day of Play. But today I want to talk about a subject matter that is actually pretty serious, but yet at the same time is an embarrassment to others who want to start a restaurant business or are currently in the restaurant business. For those who don't know what I am talking about, it is Amy's Baking Company. Now, Amy's Baking Company is a bistro and decorative baking boutique based in Scottsdale, Arizona, just outside Phoenix, that specializes in pizza, burgers, salads, chocolate and candies, cakes, and pastry desserts, just to name a few of their items. Now, the owners of the company, Sammy and Amy, have been shown both locally and nationally in the public spotlight, from the local news in Phoenix to episodes of Kitchen Nightmares to being on Dr. Phil to being an iconic brand on Facebook and Yelp. Now, the exposure they have received on television and the internet was mostly negative. However, in the recent episode of Dr. Phil, they aired this past Wednesday, the exposure was indeed a mixed bag on Dr. Phil, as Dr. McGraw's staff couldn't get enough of their food, especially the desserts, and some of the audience were supportive of some of the death threats they have received. But they did receive some negative feedback from the audience on Twitter and received criticism from one of Dr. Phil's specialists to make sure just to focus on being a local brand and not worrying about the people hating them on a national scale. Even though they were exposed nationally on Kitchen Nightmares May of last year, I want to go ahead and express my personal opinion about Sammy and Amy and their restaurant, Amy's Baking Company, in a nutshell. Sammy is a dick-headed, stubborn Israeli that goes into a psychotic rage when someone critiques their food by telling the customers to leave the restaurant. Amy is the bastardized hybrid of Applejack and Joan Rivers, who is completely delusional about her food and the world around her and dodges criticism as quickly as the Flash with bullets firing from a pistol. Due to her attitude, she's a stuck-up cunt, and she is the worst of the two for the married couple. While I never ate at Amy's Baking Company or been around the Phoenix, Arizona area, I can honestly say that the presentation of the food does look questionable and mixed at the same time, as some of the food does look like someone's been taking a diarrhea dump on a pastry, or someone blowing their nose on a hamburger patty, while some of the desserts do look beautiful. However, some of the people, at least on Facebook, have critiqued the food for being store-bought at a local Walmart or bulk/wholesale mart like Costco, Sam's Club, or BJ's. The restaurant itself does look elegant. It's obvious that the couple has piss-poor customer service skills from what was being shown thus far. However, the way they have treated their employees, at least from the perspective of Kitchen Nightmares, was not only disgusting because of how disorganized the kitchen was and the way Amy fired one of the servers because of her delusional stuck-up world she was in, but absolutely shocking and retarded at the same time, as I think it's ridiculous that you fire 100 staff members during a relatively short period of time. In the end, I want to say that I hope Sammy and Amy will allow Chef Ramsay to do his job again, as the restaurant needs serious help both sales and owners-wise. And I hope the married couple will take criticism from an owner of several major restaurants in major cities throughout the world. I wish for the best for Sammy and Amy, not only on tonight's episode of Kitchen Nightmares, but for their immediate future as well, and I hope they will ignore the death threats and prank phone calls they have received, as some of the people really need to understand they act no better than the people they are hating. This is Juniorfan, out.